Good morning, students. In the microorganism lesson, we have already discussed about the introduction of microorganisms, and we have already started discussing about bacteria in detail. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about the classification of bacteria on the basis of their shapes. Now, today we will discuss more about bacteria. First of all, bacteria are unicellular organisms and have a rigid cell wall made of murine. Murine is the protein from which the cell wall of bacteria is made, and it is a hard cell wall. Bacterial cells do not have nucleus in them. Rather, the nuclear material is naked in the cytoplasm, means it is not enclosed in any membrane, it is floating in the cytoplasm. After that, we need to discuss about the various features or characteristics of bacteria. So, what are the various special features or characteristics of bacteria? We will discuss one by one. First, about the nutrition in bacteria. Few bacteria can prepare their food by photosynthesis. That type of bacteria are commonly known as cyanobacteria, or they are blue-green algae. They prepare their food by photosynthesis. Mostly, rest of the bacteria are saprophytic, means they depend upon the dead and decaying matter and they derive nutrition from it, or parasitic, means they live on the body of other living beings, and derive nutrition from them. So mostly the nutrition in bacteria is saprophytic or parasitic. Very few are photosynthetic. Now, reproduction. How bacteria reproduce? Bacteria reproduces by binary fission. Binary fission means breaking into two. The body of bacteria that breaks into two and grows into two new individuals. That means it is having asexual mode of reproduction. Whenever there is unfavorable condition like low temperature and no humidity or moisture, they form a hard protective coating around them, and they are termed as spores or cyst. So hard protective coating around them is formed when unfavorable condition is there. They are making it for their protection, and that coating is known as cyst or spore. Now, locomotion or movement. They have locomotory organs like flagella or cilia or both. Now, we need to discuss that some bacteria are useful to us and some bacteria are harmful to us. So now we will discuss in what ways bacteria are useful to us. First, some bacteria, that is some anaerobic bacteria, are used for making products like alcohol and vinegar, and they can do so by the process of fermentation. Next, certain bacteria help in producing antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicines which are used to treat infectious diseases. So some special bacteria are there which produce antibiotics. Some bacteria live in our intestine and help us in proper absorption and digestion of our food. So certain friendly bacteria are living in our intestine, in our digestive tract, and they help us in proper digestion. They help in keeping our environment clean by breaking or decomposing organic waste. If bacteria will not be there, then all the organic waste that will be remaining in the environment as it is, and it will make our environment dirty and diseases will spread. So bacteria, they help in decomposing those organic waste and make our environment clean and disease free. Bacteria also help in fixing nitrogen in soil and increasing fertility of the soil. So you must have learnt about nitrogen cycle, and in nitrogen cycle the nitrogen fixing bacteria are there and denitrifying bacteria are there, which help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen into the soil and improving its fertility. Now we will discuss about some harmful bacteria, in what ways they are harmful to us. First, bacteria causes several diseases like typhoid, cholera, pneumonia, tuberculosis, etc. Bacteria can grow in our food, in our water, and then they go inside our body and contaminate us and cause several types of diseases. It also causes food poisoning. The main reason for food poisoning is growth of bacteria. There is one bacteria known as Clostridium botulinum, which causes a special type of food poisoning caused by bacteria, bacterial food poisoning. The name of that food poisoning is botulism. Now it also causes spoiling of food and make them taste sour and smell bad and unfit for our use. So these are the various ways by which bacteria are harmful to us. So we can say bacteria are useful as well as harmful to us, and they are the first organism which appeared on the earth, and they are the simplest one. So that's all for today regarding bacteria. Now rest of the things we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.